Hey Brick fans, this is Dave from Brick 101, and today I'm reviewing 6 more Mega Construx Pokemon sets. These are all the individual Pokeball sets from Series 3. The 6 different Pokemon are Mimikyu, Grubbin, Fomantis, Poliwag, Spinarak, and Crabrawler. These sets will each retail for about $7 in the United States. They should be available starting in January. Many thanks to Mega Construx for sending me these sets for free to review. I was pretty surprised when I opened the box from Mega Construx and saw these in there. I thought these were going to be Series 4 Pokeballs. These haven't been published on their website yet, as opposed to some other Pokeballs that I showed images of, including the ones with Wooper, Hoot Hoot, Magnemite. So yeah, it was surprising to me to get these, so I figured I would do a review as fast as possible to share it all with you as some early news about these new Pokemon sets. First up, we have Mimikyu. This Pokemon was introduced in Generation 7, Sun and Moon. It's basically like a creepy, demented version of Pikachu, which is kind of fun and creepy. The head construction is exactly the same, aside from one ear is bent. They obviously have different printing and different colors for them. The printing on that face piece is great, definitely captures that weird look of Mimikyu. The body's pretty simple, but nicely done. A little more printing on the torso. The tail on the back works pretty simply. You can pose the tail, you can tilt the head. The ears can be positioned in different ways, so kind of however you want to position it works. I think this is a cute little creepy Pokemon. All of these sets, I should say, come with, of course, this Premier Ball as opposed to the regular Pokeball. So all the pieces come in there, and you can, fit them all inside their Pokeballs more or less for easy storage. You can also display them on top. Some of them this time actually have little additional pieces to add onto the top to make it easier to display. So for Mimikyu, it's that 1x2 plate with only one stud, and you can put Mimikyu there. So yeah, pretty straightforward, creepy version of Pikachu.
Pika pika, pika pika, pika pika, 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 pika.
Okay, next up, let's take a look at Spinarak. I think this is the best looking of the 6 Pokemon in this series of Pokeballs. Just has great color and just a great build. Nice detail printing on the eyes, on the head. These are actually little horn pieces here, the white and the red that come out, so nice actual builds for that. And just all the colors work really well together. The dark blue for kind of the knuckle of the legs, the yellow for the bottom of the legs, lime green for the body. Some nice printing on the top of the body as well. Abdomen, or what are those things called on spiders? That part of the spider. Yeah, no, it looks really great. It's got a little peg on the bottom so you can put it in the top of the Premier Ball. And yeah, just an awesome looking spider Pokemon. Spinarak was introduced in Generation 2, aka Silver and Gold. I never played those, but I did catch some in Pokemon Go when I was still playing that. And yeah, just kind of an adorable Pokemon you can poison your enemies with. Next up we have Crabrawler, which is a Gen 7 Pokemon from the most recent games. It's a crab with boxing glove fists, I guess. Nice colors going on here, like the printed tile on the bottom, that purple with blue stripes. The legs are pretty functional. The face feels a little bit small. It is nicely printed though. Also a little printing on the boxing gloves and the top kind of spike. Does look like a crab ready to go box somebody though, so punch, 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 punch. Punch. Next up we have Grubbin, also from Generation 7. This is probably the most adorable a grub has ever looked. Leave it up to Nintendo and the Pokemon Company to make even the most disgusting animals look adorable. Got nice big eyes, nice printing on the back here. These are the new kind of small claw piece they're using. Good color blocking there. There's a little white piece there that kind of holds it up. Can take it out and it just sits on those other pieces. Yeah. I like the way they did all of these curvy slopes pointing in. Definitely gives it an interesting look of kind of like tiny little legs or just a pointy exoskeleton. Here's a look at Fomantis, keeping this one on its Premier Ball because it doesn't really stand up well on the ground, but that little thing there is a nice place to connect it. Yeah, nice printing again, big kind of pink or dark pink eyes. Head can bobble back and forth and twist around. Again, it goes without saying that pretty much all of these Pokemon look basically exactly like they do in the game. So that's a really big accomplishment here. They're using a lot of colors that are really specific for each Pokemon to match the colors in the game, and this is no exception. This is again a Gen 7 Pokemon. I like the cute little tail on the back there, and yeah, just nice looking Pokemon. Last but not least, we have Poliwag. Good old Generation 1 Pokemon. I actually have caught Poliwag in my time. Great printing on this front piece. Looks phenomenal. The tail can move up and down, so that's nice if you want to have it tail attack somebody. Whap whap. Some good printing on the tail as well. Fading from that kind of dark blue to white there. This piece here is an odd choice to me. Viewed from the back, Poliwag looks a little weird. Rather than this 2x3 piece, seems like they should have done something similar to what they did with the top of Blastoise's head and used these curved inward slopes and then just a regular curved slope here because that's really the shape that should be here. So yeah, that's my one criticism of this build, is that this 2x3 curvy piece just looks weird because it doesn't kind of fit the overall shape. You know, this should be curved to apex here and then would curve back in down below, but it's already curving in too soon. It's just weird. Weird choice. Other than that, yeah, nice looking Poliwag from the front, and you know, some side front angles, front side. One thing I forgot to mention in my Blastoise review is that Blastoise's mouth can open. So unlike some of the large buildable characters in the past, the jaw actually does open, which is a really cool feature. Wanted to give a quick shout out to the commenter who pointed that out. Thank you for keeping me honest. Blastoise's jaw does in fact open, and that's awesome. Overall, I think these 6 Pokemon make nice additions to the growing Mega Construx Pokemon family. Now, all told, I have 22 different Pokemon, one of which I created myself, the rest of which are official kits. Not quite building them all just yet. I think there's over 750 some different Pokemon now, so that's a lofty goal, but I have enjoyed all of the Pokemon sets I've built so far. Even with some minor quibbles, they all look great, especially in this nice big group here. Pokemon, gotta love it. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Brick 101, and check out all my other Pokemon videos.